to another vlog. So this week, got a little bit to do this week. Well, at least I'd like to get some things done this week. Mostly some sculpting on the Proboscis Monkey. So there's a hell of a lot of work that needs to be done on the hands and feet because I'm using the cosplay. So I think a majority of the time will be lost on conditioning the cosplay, which is kind of annoying. That's why I don't like using it. But yes, I sculpted one hand. I've obviously made it a little bit thinner than what I normally would because I'm going to be adding some faux fur to the top of it. So I want that fur to be able to sit on there nicely. And but yeah, I like the look of it so far. It looks pretty cool. I think the fur is gonna bulk it up a little bit. So yeah, this is what we got. I did some work on the little pads underneath, and then on top, the bits that you will see will be the fingernails. So I did some work on the fingernails as well. And yeah, that's what we got. Got the knuckles, which are obviously going to be covered with fur as well. So I got 3 more to do, which is going to take so long. So I think in the meantime I might start on another doll or something. So just because I like having a couple of things on the go, so I think I might sculpt a hammerhead bat or something, or maybe something else. I'll just have to have a look at what I've put down. I can't remember what I've done. So that is the plan. Also plan to do some painting as well. I have what's the date today? I have a printable going up in a couple of days as well, so that will be free on my Patreon, and then the original will be available in my shop, creaturesinthenet.com, and it'll be a sunset one. So it'll be this month's printable is this sunset. So yeah, you get the free printable on my Patreon for, is it $5 and up? I can't remember, $10, $5. But any tier will have access to the original in my shop as well. So once I finish the whole pad, then I will release what's left in my shop to everyone. So if you want to get something in this pad, just consider the Patreon and you can grab it, snap it up. And yeah, I think that's the plan for this week. And we'll see how it goes, but kind of enjoying painting at the moment, which is really fun. I'd like to get another one of these plaques done. So the plaque for the tiger, I'd like to do another plaque like this for a white tiger. I'll have to paint the back of it, but yeah, I think it's I really like it. I think it looked pretty cool. And yeah, so we'll see what we can get done. to give a little update for this week. So it's going to be a fortnightly vlog. I had a new video that went up yesterday of painting the new printable that's available on my Patreon. So it's a nice tropical sunset, so you can head over there if you want to get the free printable. Yeah, you can get it for $5 and up tiers, and the link is in the description. But just going to go through what I've done for this week so far, and a bit of last week. So majority of the time was spent sculpting the hands and feet for the Proboscis Monkey. So I've got a whole bunch of hands and feet that have sculpted and ready for some paint and to be, I guess, put together. So I've got some feet ready. They've got really huge feet, so it might look a bit weird, but just remember I need to add the fur to this face, so it'll be a bit bigger when I add all the hair to it. So basically it's just this part that'll show, and then the rest will be all fur. But they have ginormous feet, and I measured this up against images that I found on Google as well, and their feet are just so big. So yeah, I guess I can start putting this doll together now, which is really cool, because it's been a long time coming. it's taken so long to sculpt these feet with the Cos clay, and I just really hate sculpting with it. So I might try and get like a new packet with the new formula, I guess, because there's still the Kickstarter one and everyone hates that one. So I might try and get a new packet and see how I like that, but at the meantime I hate sculpting with it. So yeah, so it's looking pretty cool. The posability is okay. I don't want to pose it too much just because I don't want to break it, and I don't know like the limits of the, I think it's okay, but they're just lightly posable, I guess. So that's pretty cool. At least you can pose it in some different sort of fingers, I guess. And also the hands, which the hands are also equally as big. So I think they're going to be cut off about there when I attach some things, so they'll sort of stick on there. But yeah, so I'll have to paint all of these bits, and then I'll have to build the armature. So I'm going to do a different sort of method for the body, and it's the same sort of method I did for the gorilla doll that I did. So I'm going to make the armature, and then I'm going to felt the body, and then I'm going to put like the skin over it. So it takes a little bit longer, so that's why these ones cost a little bit more. So like these one-of-a-kind ones that I've been making, I've been taking a bit more time with them, and the ones that are polymer clay, they just take a bit longer because everything has to be done from scratch. And the resin ones, obviously I can just pour the resin and then start making the doll, and I've got that process down pat, so I can do it really quickly. But for these one-of-a-kind ones, all the animal creatures that I'm doing, it just takes a lot longer, so that reflects in obviously the price. But as always, I got payment plans available. So the Proboscis Monkey will be available once it's finished, and my patrons will get early access to it, and then a couple of days later I'll release it to everyone. But yeah, just shoot me a message beforehand if you're interested, and yeah, I can give you like the details of the payment plans. So with that almost kind of halfway finished, I guess, or maybe a 2/3 finished, I can start doing some more dolls. So what I'm going to do is obviously the hammerhead bat, because I've got the parts ready to go for that. I've got the eyes ready to go. All I need to do is sculpt the face, which is a bit trickier because it's a bit of a strange face. So ideally I'll have to see how much super sculpey I have, because it'd be nice to do it out of that, because it has kind of like a translucent skinny skin type look to it, I guess. There's all like lots of little thin bits of skin on the face bit, but it's a weird looking creature, so I think it's a little difficult to find good reference images on Google too, but I'll find some. I'll work it out. And I'm also going to sculpt a tiger. I'm thinking of doing two. One is I'm going to do a Siberian tiger, an orange one. So I picked out some eyes for it, and they're nice greeny yellow eyes. Don't know if you can see. Nice greeny yellow eyes, so that'll be for the Siberian. And I'm thinking of doing a white one as well, but not too sure just yet. I'll sculpt the first one and then see how I feel about sculpting the second one. So I'm going to try and make them a bit smaller as well, because my dolls just kind of get too big sometimes. So that's probably it for the sculpting department. And the next is the painting. So I did some more painting over the last couple of days. So for the tigers, I'm going to do like a tiger collection release. So I'm wanting to do some like painting originals, so maybe like some acrylic ones or something, or watercolor. But I have been doing some practicing in my sketchbook to see what kind of tigers I like painting. So don't know how much you've seen, but so we've painted a couple of page spreads. So that's the first spread. I really like this one. Not so much this one, but I like this one. It's pretty cool. And this one was I painted over something I did a long time ago because I hated it. And then I just filled in all the extra space with some stripes and stuff. But yeah, I probably would like to turn this one into like a sticker or something. So I'm thinking of doing like a sticker set for tigers that will be released with the collection as well. So that'll be one of them, because that one's pretty cool. And I also did some painting of some more tigers as well. So I'd like to include all of these in the set too. So pretty happy with the way all of them turned out. I have to do the little pads, I forgot them. I'm just seeing that now. So I'll fill those in at some point as well, but pretty happy with the way that turned out. So we've got the spread here. Tiger spread. And then you've seen it before if you've watched my vlogs, that's the other tiger spread as well. So I'll probably do some stickers from this one at some point. I did a fair bit of sketches as well. I had some requests on YouTube for some of my creatures that I could paint. So I've just marked out some sketches of one of them. Don't know how well you can see, but they requested Natsu, the fire element kitten that I made a long time ago. So did out some sketches that I can paint, and they also requested Per the fire element bear as well. So I'll do that at some point. I'll sketch out some things to paint and yeah, do a video or something, I guess, for them. So if you have any requests, leave it in the comments and then I can paint them for you. I also did some sketches of a raccoon as well. So I'll do those. I'm thinking in acrylic. I'm not too sure just yet. I think acrylic paints. And I also sketched some more wolves of the galaxy wolf. So I'm going to do a spread and I'll do some more on this page. I don't know how well you can see that because I can't see in the viewfinder. But yeah, so a fair bit of painting to do in the old sketch pad. Not sure if you've seen this painting either. So I've done another sunset. So I did something a bit different. It's the orange sunset with some pine trees. Got little details down there, got some little plants and stuff. So this will be a printable, Patreon printable, and the original will be available in my shop as well. So that painting kind of goes with this painting. So I'm trying to do like sets, I guess, like a double that you can place together. So it'll be those two that go together. So I think we're like halfway through the pad now. of different sunsets. So I've kind of enjoyed doing these pad things as like a little project. So I'll try and get like a pad like this again, but I want like a rougher pad, a rougher paper, and because this one's quite smooth and I'm not really a fan of the smoothness. And then I can set myself something else to do, I guess. So I have to go to an art shop, but we're still in lockdown. So yeah. So this is another painting that I did on these plaques. So you can hang these on the wall or something. Something a little bit different I haven't seen before. So I did a white tiger. It's quite a beefy tiger, I guess. But yeah, I rather enjoyed painting it. I'll need to add some whiskers in, but I was just waiting for everything to dry before I add the whiskers in, like the final touch. So the first one I did was the orange one, and then we got this one as well. So different shapes. I've got more of these circle plaques, so I kind of like to do different ones for different big cats or something, but these will be included in the tiger collection as well. So yeah, looking pretty cool. I kind of like this one though. Yeah, pretty happy with the way they turned out. I like the contrast on these plaques of these paintings. I think they look really good on there. But yeah, just keep trying different things and see what I like. But that's probably the lengthy update for today. And yeah, I'll start working on the Proboscis Monkey, I guess. Just wanted to give a little update on what I've been doing. So I've done a bit of sculpting on a new doll that I'm working on. So it's going to be a hammerhead bat. I've spoke about it before, but I did some sculpting and sculpted the head. So don't know if you can tell, it's a weird little creature, but that's kind of what it looks like without the fur on it. So I'll be applying, I've made it a little bit smaller to allow for the fur and where the faux fur attaches as well, because the head's a little bit longer, so I've allowed for that. But their face is really weird. It's got like these weird little creases and stuff in it. And yeah, it was really interesting to sculpt as well, because I haven't sculpted anything weird like that before. And I've also used Super Sculpey this time to sculpt it. So these little bits are like a fleshy beige color. So I used the Super Sculpey because it is that tone, and then I'm going to be adding some really thin coloring to it, and also the ears because they're the bits that show. So you can't really get that that look from Sculpey Original because it's white. So yeah, a little bit harder to sculpt with than the Sculpey Original. I prefer to sculpt with soft stuff, but it's nowhere near as hard as Cosplay, so it was kind of nice and relieving. So yeah, that's what we got so far. So I'm going to start with all of the pieces. I need to put the armature on, so it's a smaller armature that I'm using, and then I can start painting all of the pieces up, and yeah, working on the body and wings of it. So that'll be a process. Also update on the Proboscis Monkey hands. So there's what we got. I painted them all up yesterday, so I can start working on the body of that as well. And yeah, cutting all the fur pieces out, and then yeah, that's about it really. I have to work out the body proportions on it so I can start putting all the armature together for the Proboscis Monkey, and then putting all the polyfill on it, and yeah, so that's the plan for today. And yeah, see how much I can get done, I guess. But yeah, really like the way this turned out. Pretty cool. Vlog for this week. Got a fair bit done. I did concentrate on the Proboscis Monkey, so I'll show you that first. He's sort of starting to be put together, which is really cool. He's super big, but when you put him down on all fours he'll change size obviously, but now he's standing up. So what I'm doing is just created the whole armature for him, and then just slowly going in with the polyfill to build up his body. And yeah, so that won't take too long to finish building up his body. It's coming along really easily, and it's all coming together nicely as well, so you can see all like the definition and the muscle shape taking shape, I guess. And then once the body is completely felted, I can put the skin on. Which that's going to be a task, I reckon, because the colouring is a little bit different, a little bit odd. So it's a bit more work for the colouring, I think. And then, yeah, hopefully he'll be done soon. And then I can put him up on my shop. So normally patrons will get early access to any of my work. So if you want early access to him, or if you want to purchase him now, join my Patreon at any tier, and just send me a message, and then yeah, we can work something out. If not, I'll put him up on my Patreon shop only a couple of days before I do like a release to the public. But I'll let everyone know when I'm going to put it up anyway. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing him finished, to see what it actually looks like. Yeah, he's really sturdy too, so I went for like the bigger armature option, and yeah, kind of glad I did, because he's super sturdy and he can stand up on two legs. His feet are huge anyway, and his hands are huge as well, but that's just the way they are. So it'd be cool to pose him on the all fours as well and see how that looks once it's all done. But for now I'm gonna finish doing him standing, and yeah, so working out pretty cool. So that's the Proboscis Monkey so far. I am also working on another doll, slowly but surely. This one's not too far off either, so I spent a bit of time sculpting it last week. Super happy the way it worked out, and a little bit different because all of the features are just different from anything that I've sculpted before. So if you don't know what a hammerhead bat is, it kind of looks like this. So it's a weird creature. It's got this weird little mouth, fleshy bits that sort of stick out. I had a lot of reference images up on my computer to make sure I've got like these fleshy bits right and the little lip area right. So I think I have. I've made this area a bit smaller because I'm going to be adding fur to here, so it's going to be bulked out a little bit. So yeah, basically made this whole area a lot smaller, and the area around the ears smaller because it's going to be all covered in fur here. And then the faux fur is going to attach here, so I made this a little bit smaller as well, so it accounts for the fur that I'm going to be putting on. So yeah, but that comes with all experience when you've made dolls before for a long time. But yeah, pretty happy with the way it turned out. I opted to go for the Super Sculpey, which I said before, just because it had like these fleshy color fleshy colors, or beige fleshy colors I should say. But yeah, pretty happy with the way it turned out. Such a weird creature. And I added a little bit more paint, just to darken it a little bit, and a little bit like a red pinkish paint around these flesh bits. So yeah, that'll be fun to put that together. I've got all the materials to put it together. I'm halfway done cutting out the body, so that's ready to go. I now need to start working on the wings as well. So it's going to take a little bit of time to hand sew it up, as all these flying foxes, bats do. But yeah, super happy. And it was like nice to sculpt with something that's not cosplay, I have to say. And so that's pretty much what I've done. I've got a fair bit on for next week that I want to get done, or a fair bit planned, but I'll talk about that in the next vlog. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you like, or if you've heard of any of these weird little creatures, and yeah, leave it in the comments. Or if you have any suggestions of weird creatures you want me to make, leave it in the comments too. I have a whole list of them that I want to go through and make as well. Anyway, thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Remember, early access to any of my work over on there, and I'm doing a giveaway when we hit 25 patrons as well. We're really not that far off. Lots of printables and tutorials up there as well, so head over there, see if there's anything that you like, and yeah, so link is in the description. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Creatures of Nat, and my shop at creaturesofnat.com, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!